Hi there, friends, and welcome back to the Ohio and Pennsylvania, and welcome to this December update. So for the first time, I'm recording this in front of the layout and not at home. Because I actually have the chance to. So, yeah, I'm going to start off by giving you just the general updates for the month, and then I'll be back with you in just a little bit. So I'll see you in a minute. Hi there, friends, and welcome back to Ohio and Pennsylvania, and welcome to December. It is the 8th of December today, and we are back at the layout. And currently, I brought the rest of my track with me, as well as some rolling stock. So currently working on laying out the rest of my proposed track arrangement for Chardon Yard, and we might have enough time to get a train running today. We'll see what we can do. So, yep, I will try and do a time lapse here. I haven't done that yet, but I've wanted to. Yeah, we're gonna do that now, and I'll be back with you guys a little later. there we go. That's our first train moving on the Ohio and Pennsylvania. Hi there, friends, and welcome back to the Ohio and Pennsylvania. Today is the 28th. Is it the 28th? Yep, 28th of December. So that means we're wrapping up our December updates. So I haven't been over here that much this month. This is actually only my second time. Because I've been third time. But I haven't been here very much because I've been pretty busy. So, yeah, with the holidays over, wanted to show you guys what I got for Christmas. So, if I go over here, you probably already heard one of them in the background. This is the first Christmas present. And yes, technically I did buy these for myself at the British Wine Show, but nobody needs to know that. So this is a scale train C39-8. So that's going to be a new locomotive on the roster. Now it does have some damage. I got it for only about $200 even with all that damage, which is pretty impressive for a DCC and sound equipped locomotive. So I was quite happy with that, but definitely has some damage, so that'll have to be repaired. For now it's usable though, it runs. Yeah. And the other two, this is the first one. It's another covered plastic pellet covered hopper. So that one's labeled for ExxonMobil. And we got this 50-foot regular height boxcar for Wisconsin Central. I learned more about Wisconsin Central in the last year, and they're actually really interesting. So, kind of inspiration for the OMP. So, yeah. Finish this loading. Okay, so I am back now. Hope those updates were helpful. Just a couple other things I didn't mention there. On yesterday, I was out in Western Pennsylvania doing some tours with Mike, whose layout I help out with. So he had some friends out in Western Pennsylvania. We went to see some of their layouts, as well as we got to see the Western Pennsylvania Model Railroad Club, or Model Railroad Museum, sorry. That was really cool. And we also stopped at a couple hobby shops and I bought some stuff for the layout. So I'll show a photo of some of the stuff I bought at one spot. So I got some, what's it called? I got some track and some cars at the one spot. So I bought some new cars. So actually I can show you. This is one of them. This is a 40-foot rebuilt intermodal container. So that is one of the ones. I bought two of those. And I bought one of these T-box cars. So a 60-foot high cube box car. To add to my fleet there. And then I bought a car that ended up being a duplicate, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do. But another one of those covered hopper cars. Yeah, so beyond that, though, I also bought some track. So I bought 3 more pieces of flex track because I didn't want to ship those, and some 3-inch pieces, which might actually be in here. Let me see if I can find those right there. So I got those in order to finish up the part I'm working on here in the yard when I actually build it. Yeah, and then at the other stop, I got some car kits and then 2 new throttles, because it's some overstock basically, from a guy who does hobby shows and stuff. And so he had 2 of these cab 06s for sale. Actually 3, but I only bought 2. And so he's looking at them and they're tethered, so he's like, well, I don't know, they're used, I'll give them to you for $30. I'm like, $30? I'll take it. So yeah, I got 2 of those for nice prices, so that was the definite steal from that place yesterday. But I also got some kits as well that I'll be using to build some new freight cars for the OMP at some point, maybe. So yeah, I'll give you just now an overview of where we're at with the layout, just to wrap up this year. So I'm gonna turn around the camera so you can see it. So today is actually the last day of 2024, so you're probably watching this in 2025, so Happy New Year. So here is where we're at with the layout. So none of this is spiked down right now. This is just laid out. In the new year, it's actually probably going to come back up. But I was just testing track arrangement for my yard here. So hopefully you can see kind of that yard arrangement here. We've got 4 tracks. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Pretty much complete. These are going to end up being flex track and not these pieces probably, but I don't know, I could change my mind. So, and that's the same with this one here as well. But yeah, other than that, it is pretty much how it's going to look. And then off on this side, again, this is a bunch of flex tracks, so I haven't done it yet, because I'm just going to be taking this up to put road back down. But this is going to be engine servicing over there. So we'll store some engines over there where the engine is actually sitting. So that's kind of a good example there. So, but that'll be my goal for the first couple of months of the new year, is to get the track. If I'm putting down a layer of foam here, which I'm not sure I will yet, but if I do, I'll put that down, put the track bed on top, and then on top I'll put the track down. I'm hoping to have that done by end of February at the latest, but hopefully earlier than that. And then by the end of March at the latest, have wiring in. Yeah, and that way come end of spring next year, I can start doing some operating sessions, albeit small ones, but yeah, that's currently the plan. We'll see how much of that goes through. I've been known to make plans and then falter on them, but we'll see. I think that's feasible at least. So yeah, so all this track's gonna be coming up as soon as the new year starts. Also for the new year, we're gonna be laying down here. So we have that lower level down here. That's where I'm gonna be laying track for our future staging, lower staging yard. So I'm gonna do that before I permanently screw on the top piece here. That way we can make sure that everything's set, everything works before we go ahead and do that. So yeah, that's what we've got coming up for 2025. As well as hopefully getting some scenery in. So once we finish track work on this first phase, I'm hoping to get some scenery down. I just actually bought a kit for a yard office, so that's the first piece of scenery I've bought yet, and so I'm looking forward to getting that assembled and on here. But other than that, that's it for this year. So to interject, this is editing Trev. I forgot to mention something in here because that wasn't all for 2024. What I forgot to mention was the reason I was at the layout that day, and that was because I was having a pseudo operating session with one friend of mine to test out my track arrangement to see how that would work for Chardon Yard. Overall, it worked fairly well. A couple things that needed a little bit of tweaking, but overall I think the track arrangement and planned operating worked decently. More tests will be needed at some point, but for now it seems to work decently well. So I just forgot to mention that. So with that, back to old Trev. And yeah, we'll see how far we can get next year. I'm hoping to get bench work done for all phase 1, but we'll see how time permits. So for now, this is me signing off for this video. Hope you enjoyed the update, and I look forward to bringing you more next year. So I'll see you guys in the new year. Until then, see you later.